are working with people who are highly accomplished, they are high net worth and ultra high net worth.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, but how can you make sure also that it's sustainable so that they have a legacy and that also their children will still be well off? Because some people are very successful, very rich, and then somehow gamble it away, maybe also via false advice or just not being careful in general. How do you go about that?
Well, so it depends. Are we working with a Gen 1 family office or is this Gen 2 or Gen 3? We have different approaches depending on which those are. We spoke with the family office the other day. They've made a lot of money in real estate. That's their primary investment vehicle. And they're going to look to make an allocation of digital assets that's somewhere between 1 and 2% of their total portfolio. And that's the conversation we tend to have with family offices that have already established themselves, managed somewhere between 50 million and $1 billion. If it's a Gen 1 that's made their money in digital assets, they're much more akin to a lottery winner. They made a really good choice and invested in something early, similar to somebody that builds a company in the nascent industry or something that's emerging, where they get some equity and they're a founder in one of those corporations. They have a liquidity event. They come into a lot of money with low basis. And for those, we always make sure that we start with a family compass or family charter. So we put together a mission statement, core values, principles, and that defines the mission for the next 100 years for the family. We'll put together governance documents to be able to make sure that the next generation or whoever else they want to take care of has certain provisions around how they can access that capital and when. Ethics documents that go along with that to make sure that people are abiding by what they're supposed to be doing and are ethically aligned with the goals of the family. And then once we have that in place, we're then able to look at the estate structures and how we're going to use those funds to accomplish those goals. If the Vanderbilts had done this, I think that they would still be very wealthy. Unfortunately, they had lost all their money by the third generation, whereas the Rockefellers and some other successful family offices have been able to curate this and then last much further than 3 generations. And so that's what we look to help people do that have made a lot of money in digital assets is make sure that they are set up for success and that generations from now have the education and the guidance so that they can maintain this wealth over their lifetimes.